Hey guys, welcome to Master Gaming VR. We are here to take a look today at a game called War Robots VR, the Skirmish. This is a game from Pixionic. They created a mobile title of a similar name, War Robots. It is a 6v6 mobile third-person shooter, and they have sort of transitioned that into the VR space. So think sort of like Mechwarrior is what I'm expecting going into this. Haven't really dug too deeply into the game outside of the Mechwarrior look and feel, but let's go ahead and get in the game.
"30 seconds to touchdown. Your mission is to capture the beacon marking a large underground supply of weapons-grade plutonium. Whoever seizes it will greatly affect the outcome of war. Echo 1 has already arrived to the mission area. He will brief you on the details. Now prepare for landing. Can't promise it won't be a rough one." 5 seconds.
So this is supposed to be a gamepad, but it appears like the Vive controllers are working, so I'm going to run with that.
Removed. Initiating manual control. All systems nominal.
Yes. So when you load in, you're greeted with that gamepad controller, but the Vive controllers are working just fine.
Use your weapons to break through.
There you are.
That's very loud.
And found multiple enemy signatures. They could
Very,
be
very
here
loud.
any moment.
So this actually works very well with the Vive controller.
Hostile units detected.
Here we go.
Oh.
Target destroyed.
Okay, great. Let's move on.
Okay, still getting a feel for the controllers. Got missiles, got machine guns. Oh, got getting shot at. Your look is your aim.
3 down. Keep going.
Apparently the menu buttons are also fire.
Target destroyed.
Uh-oh.
Damage critical.
That should be all of them for now.
For now.
Follow me this way.
It's a little disorienting.
We're almost there. Stay vigilant. If I were them, I'd try to stop us right where we are now.
The sliding after I look kind of screws with my head. So there's a very dead center 0 where you're not moving. If I look, just turning my head to the right, I start just spinning that way. That's a little on the not comfortable side, and disorienting when you're not expecting it. So you probably are going to want to be seated, and you probably are going to want to be looking dead ahead at something.
Incoming airstrike. Take one on the left. Watch out. This thing is falling down.
You don't say.
Hostile units detected.
Out of the frying pan, straight into the fire.
Target destroyed.
I really want to move and not be bound to where I'm standing.
Remember, our main objective is to capture the beacon. Stay close to it.
I look like I'm taking some damage. Critical damage, yeah.
Hostile units detected.
Is it them ejecting? I keep thinking it's a missile. You don't have yours dead yet, dude? I thought I was the newbie.
Nice job. Now capture it and we're done. I think you've earned yourself a promotion.
I'll take that.
Echo 2, there's an enormous hostile signature closing in on your location.
Oh, hey.
It's an enemy battleship. Damn it! My shields are gone. Give them hell! Oh!
I don't think there's anything I can do about this. I'd really like to have hands in here.
Magic word damage critical. Meltdown imminent. I'm sorry. Echo 2.
This is not over yet.
Did I just fly into it, or was I sucked up into it? War robots. So this is primarily going to be a PvP game, so hopefully we will be able to get some matches in here.
Robots to continue.
Now please take off your helmet to continue. What is this? Why am I taking off my helmet to continue? Why? Oh, well, that was it. Download War Robots for iOS and Android now and have your revenge. That was it. That was the entirety of the game. So basically this was a tech demo. Like a super Chevy tech demo. It could have been good. The only negative that I experienced was the head look. I'd like to see my hands in game. I'd like to have the Vive controllers natively supported and not just sort of work because they work out of the box. But yeah, this seems like a very expensive ad for a mobile game. So while it's free to play, I don't necessarily think it's worth your time. You can't really do anything in it. And it's got a mostly positive recent reviews and a very positive for all reviews. But really, this is a 3-minute tech demo experience. It's really not. Yeah, it's really not worth it. Okay, well, that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a game and less of a tech demo. It was free to play, but I did sort of expect there to be more content. I actually thought that it was going to be a multiplayer PvP scenario, capture the points. But I guess that's just the mobile game that I was looking into. Well, that's War Robots VR, the Skirmish, the 30-second Skirmish. I mean, I spent more time setting this game up and getting it running in the appropriate resolution and all the stuff that I do beforehand than I actually spent in game. So that's pretty disappointing. As for the game itself, I like the idea. If there was more content to it, it probably would have been a thumbs up rating. The head look side to side, it's a seated experience, so I kind of get that it needs a way to do full 360, and by turning your head to the side, you're spinning yourself all the way around, because if you're seated, it's harder to spin around and face away. But at the same time, when you're not expecting it, it is pretty disorienting, especially if you're not realizing it really quick. It took me a few times. I was turning my head and noticing that once I stopped turning, it was still sliding. If the slower rotating mechs do that, that's going to be a comfort issue. And it's probably going to make people sick. So that would be the biggest piece of advice that I would say is there needs to be a better solution for the world shifting around you. I don't know if it's just there's too much mech and not enough city in your view. I'm not really sure what the issue is there. You probably need the mech pieces to be a little bit more stationary with the, sort of like a parallaxed. You've got your inner stationary mech, your middle outer mech that's going to do the slow moving, and then the outside world that is just going to be static. That would probably solve that, but it felt like too much of a was that middle outer that wasn't going to keep up with you moving your head around. Other than that, I didn't really have any major complaints about the game. The 30 seconds that I got to play were pretty nice, and I would love to see a full version of it. Yeah, I think that's about all I got. There's not a lot to say. I'm going to be standing here talking about the game longer than I actually got to play the game. That's frustrating, but I would like to play more. So, I mean, there's at least that. But if you guys like this video, as short as it was, hit that like, sub, comment down below. Check out the affiliate links and Patreons and all that crap, sponsorships from YouTube Gaming. That's really appreciated and helpful as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.